Northeast Mississippi Community College proudly presents the longest-running community college podcast in the state of Mississippi, Tiger Talk. Tune in each week as Northeast President Dr. Ricky Ford talks about all things Northeast, from academics to career and tech to workforce and all things in between. It's Tiger Talk. And now, Northeast President Dr. Ricky G. Ford.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Tiger Talk with President Dr. Ricky Ford and myself, Liz Calvery. We can't wait to share with you all the great things going on at Northeast Mississippi Community College. President Ford, how are you?
Doing great. Beautiful day.
I know. It's a great day to get the workday started. So jumping right into things, what are Northeast's goals and priorities for advancing our college's mission and serving the needs of not only our students, but also of our 5-district community?
You know, we need more than 10 minutes to really explain what our goals and our priorities are. Just to jump right in, our first priority is instruction. That's got to be the number one priority of every educational institution out there. And it's also important that once you decide that instruction is going to be your priority, you've got to set a roadmap of how you're going to improve that instruction too. Because you can't just say, okay, we're going to do it this way, because 2 or 3 years from now, that's going to be obsolete, and your students are not going to learn the way that they're learning today. We will be changed and revamped probably 5 years from now as what we are today. And I think we've made tremendous strides in doing that. And as I said, instruction's got to be the top priority, and we've got to move forward in developing that instruction. And then we've got to make sure that our graduates are understanding that instruction. Our graduates, when they graduate from Northeast, or if they're in a terminal degree of health sciences or whatever it might be, CT, and they go into the workforce, they've got to be able to perform at a high level and satisfy that employer's goals and aspirations of their company. And if our students can't do that, then we've really got to go back and take a look and evaluate our instruction and the methods that we're doing it. So I think we're on the road to that. I think our graduates are performing at the level that's satisfactory to our employers and industries and manufacturers out there. However, that's going to change too. They're going to require other things from our graduates. So it's important that we stay in close contact, and we have groups within every area of our CT programs and our health sciences that sit down and collaborate and say, okay, are our students meeting the needs of what you want? And then we go back and say, well, we wish they knew this, this, and this. Then we'll go back and revamp our curriculum to make sure that our students are performing at a high level. So when you look at our mission and our goals and our priorities, those right there has got to be at the very top of the list. Now, are there other things out there that's going to be a priority to us? Absolutely. Because within that instruction aspect, we chose to use the vehicle of high tech and integrate technology within that, because all of our industries, all of our employers out there are using technology within their system. So we've got to make sure that our students are up to date on that too. So integrating high tech into the instruction process, and also we're beginning to integrate AV, VR, and XR into that process too. And that all goes along with graduating students that can perform at a high level. Then we look at different areas that we must emphasize, and of course one of those being workforce development. You know, we've got to make sure that our industries out there have trained employees if they need to be upgraded and things like that. So we have a tremendous workforce department that is in constant contact with our employers, looking for ways that they can enhance their employees. And then working with that workforce development with our economic developers within all of our area to make sure that we're doing some things that are going to invite industry in and make sure that these industries can look in here and say, yeah, we want to move into that area. And here's the first question they ask: what kind of workforce do you have? So I think we're meeting those needs of those industries, and hopefully we can continue to get more people and more industries to move in. And then another area that right now is important is our Success Center. Obviously, when our students are going through this journey and going through this process, we've got to make sure they're successful. And our Success Center does a tremendous job of staying in contact and helping our students with tutors, whatever it might be, whether it's mental health, whatever the issue might be. We've got to make sure that our students can sustain this journey that they're on and be successful at the end of the day. And then we look at our CT department. Our academic department is very important because they'll be transferring on to university. We've got to make sure they're successful too. Our CT, these are our terminal degree programs. We've got to make sure, as I said, they satisfy the needs of the employers out there. And one way we're doing that is with our apprenticeships, and that's a tremendous thing, and we're going to continue to try to grow those. and have more and more and more apprenticeships out there, because that's a win-win for everyone. Then a priority or important goal for us is to develop our CT center that we have purchased, and we've got to build that out in order to expand our CT programs. And that creates a domino effect by expanding our CT programs and moving them out there. Then that will allow us to expand our health sciences here on campus, which then puts out more graduates in all of our health science programs, especially with our nursing program, with the need for nurses across the country. And then we look at our student services and extracurricular activities that we're trying to get more and more of for our students while they're here on campus. You know, to be a well-rounded student, you got to play a little bit too. So we've got to enhance our intramurals, our student activities, and things for our students to do on campus. And we're in desperate need of another student services building, our student activities building. We can have a place for them to play intramural volleyball, basketball, whatever it might be. And then with the addition of volleyball here coming this fall, you know, we really need that additional space to play. So we've got to continue to expand those extracurricular activities there. And then we look at our band and our athletics. You know, those are two huge faces of this institution, as there are any institution. So we've got to make sure that we continue to enhance the athletics portion and also the band and the fine arts program too. Our big goal is to have an enrollment of 4,000 students, and we are well on our way to doing that. COVID kind of set us back a little bit, but I think we're headed back in that direction with the enrollment inching up. So we have a great recruiting staff that are really working hard to get students in here. So that's the short version of everything. So I could talk all day, but that's pretty much what our goals and our priorities and where we're headed with everything.
So, you know, I think this is a great topic, and I think it's something that our mission and how hard we've worked towards that mission really sets us apart from other community colleges in the state. And I think it all boils down to, you know, we have great leadership, great staff and faculty who work hard to make Northeast the best it can be.
Absolutely. And I think everybody needs to understand this. You know, all I do is provide the ideas and the goals and the priorities and things like that we just talked about. And then the people that go down through all these department heads and cabinet, administrative council, instruction planning council, all those people, you know, they play a vital role, and they're the ones that makes it go. So we're fortunate to have the people that we have.
So now time for everyone's favorite part of the week. Can you give us an update on the Northeast news?
Absolutely. Quickly. Of course, two big things that are looming in front of us. We've got graduation dates next week, May the 11th and May the 12th and May the 15th. The 11th, we have the health sciences and CTE programs. May the 12th, we have the university parallel programs. And on May the 15th, we'll have adult education, high school equivalency graduation. So all of these will start at 6 p.m. and they will be live streamed on NEMCC TV. Also, our mobile learning virtual is June 8th and 9th, in person June 12th through 14th. We are wrapping up our correctional facility program that we have, starting Smart Start classes and humanities classes. Those will be starting this summer. Our summer classes will begin. The medical programs, some start May the 15th. The virtual classes will start Tuesday after Memorial Day, May the 30th. And then our seated summer school will start June the 5th. Summer orientation is scheduled for June the 8th, June the 15th, and June the 22nd. So those are big dates for us and will help us toward realizing our 4,000 enrollment. I mentioned that we will live stream all three graduation ceremonies. Quick updates, we still have some current openings: assistant athletic trainer, chemistry instructor, court reporting technology instructor, and a police officer at the Corinth campus. So if you're interested in those, please apply on the Northeast website under employees. Quick updates. I mentioned two things that are looming in front of us. Our softball and baseball team have made the playoffs. Our softball team is 39-11 overall and 17-9 in conference play. So they will play, finishing up their season with a couple of makeup games, and then they will be starting their Region 23 tournament at Jones next week. Baseball is 31-19 overall, 18-10 in conference play. We'll be hosting Jones in the Region 23 tournament, best of three series this Thursday and Friday and Saturday if needed. So we wish the Lady Tigers and Tigers both the best of luck, and all these will be live streamed on NEMCC TV. So we encourage people to watch that if they can. We are really busy with our landscaping staff and working hard to get everything ready to looking good for graduation. And we're setting up for that now. So we are in the process of a lot of things going on, finishing out the year. This is exam week. We had fueling for finals for our students. So we've got other things planned throughout the week for give outs and goodie bags. And we appreciate Gaston Baptist Church for coming down and providing those goodie bags and boxes for our students throughout the week. And other things going on too to kind of help our students have a stress-free week. So that's all I've got for this week's announcement. So as always, ladies and gentlemen, let's go Tigers.
Let's go Tigers.
Thank you for listening to this week's Tiger Talk podcast. If you or someone you know wants to further their education through academics, career and technical programs, or even continuing education and workforce, give Northeast a call at 1-800-555-2154. Tiger Talk is brought to you by Northeast Mississippi Community College. For more information about Northeast, visit www.nemcc.edu or follow the college on various social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok.